were born for this, as you are Spartans. Fly your flags high, give it your all. No fear, no regret to die. Battle for your crest. Fire burns are pumping from your chest. Second is not best. We are more than just man, for we are the Spartan.
Welcome back, everybody. Bit of cup football now for the next 3 games, which is good. We can try out some new members in the squad, hopefully. We're desperate to get through this Prospartan Plate, though. Every year so far we've got through the first round, so fingers crossed this isn't going to be any different. Unfortunately, at Dortmund again, we played them in the first game of the season and beat them 3-0 in 2 legs. And then we've got the Europa League first group game, so a real chance hopefully to blood some of the youngsters and give them a run out. Bit of housekeeping. We played 2 games as Nigerian coach. Here are the lone goal from the first game, which was against England. Henry Onraku getting a goal. We gave him some game time, but not too much. We didn't want him worn out for us. And also JM69 got in the Nigerian side and had a run out. No one really, to be honest, there wasn't that many in that side that has wetted my whistle at the moment. I think I probably should have gone somewhere else. And I have a lot of national team offers, but keep on looking for more to come up. Quite like the Ukrainian job, bearing in mind we now have 4 Ukrainians in our side. Anyway, let's crack on with this and see what we can do in the Prospartan Plate. Desperate to go deep into this competition. Every year so far we've got knocked out in the second round. We have had international football. Obviously we were away with Nigeria. That means there's quite a few Spartans now who are internationals. The likes of Koulibaly, Zobnin, Hadji, BDJ looks like he's obviously got called into the Ivory Coast side. And obviously a few of the Ukrainians. Zakaria is down on a down. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this over this 2 legs. There's going to be a lot of people missing. You can see both of these young Ukrainians that we were hoping to play are both a little bit low on energy. Kudas can come into the squad, no doubt about that. He could get a run out in this one. Unfortunately, not going to see Tyganchioff either. Dimata will come into the squad anyway. Titi's fully fit. He could play, and Saar could move to left back and give Kostic a break. That's what we will do here. Lunan would have probably started in this one, but he's on a slightly lower energy as well. Arnold will come in. Slobodan obviously played for Russia as well, so a lot more internationals now for the Spartans. We can get this guy in for his first game, and we'll probably try and get Cine Steerer on the bench as well for someone who everybody else is full balls and all there though. So Cine Steerer might have to wait for the next game to get a debut. Do we go with Dimata today, or do we stick with Bodu? Stick with Bodu, give Bodu the start. That's the side we're going in with. Debo keeps his place on the right. BDJ will definitely play in the next one. We may well see Superia for a debut of some sort today. He'd be the only one, I think, really. Kudas will probably get game time as he's on a total up. Let's just see. We don't obviously need to be in the second leg. Need to make sure we don't lose it 2 or 3. Ideally, get a couple goal lead and protect it. Who they got starting? They've got Lewandowski and Royce ex-Spartan, so no Aubergine on the bench at the moment. Like I say, 3 good games, hopefully get something done in this first leg if we can, get a couple goals up, and then maybe we'll rest a few because a few of our usual squad will be tired, and hopefully the ones who played international football will be back fully fit, the Ukrainians and the like, and they can get some game time and you can see them in the second leg. We're definitely going to look for, in the Europa League, that it will definitely be a changed squad. That was the idea of qualifying for, and in fairness, the Europa League should be an easier competition for us than this. Really should be. It should, you know, we should be up against sides that are a fair bit lower stats than us. Not played this Master League for 4 or 5 games, which is unusual for us. We're usually on it nearly every other day or something, every day mainly playing a couple games, so it might be a little bit rusty to start with. Got to get back into it. Bit of a gift from them there. Renato Sanchez will be desperate to impress today. Obviously had that loan with West Ham. Majestic, oh, good chance. Started the season well, scored that absolute belter against these in the league. Don't forget, probably one of the best goals we've scored in the Legends Superliga. There's a 213 PES 2013 Spartan the board being used in this competition. The Majestic should have made it 1 perhaps, should have definitely hit the target. Lipton on a total up today, otherwise he might not have played. Renato Sanchez, good ball around the corner. I was going to say, don't be complacent in this game. These are not going to be a pushover. Madibo, not the best bit of play from him. So far Madibo, he's running around like a headless chicken, got pace to burn, but at the moment the finesse side of it a little bit lacking. Just needs to calm down a little bit. Looks like he's got something, but at the moment bit of a headless sow. Keeper, ooh. They've come, Borussia Dortmund, they started well. We've just got to make sure we weather these storms. Oh, 23 gone here and there's been nothing really happening. You know, a lot of tackles going in. A lot of misplaced passes by the Spartans, to be fair. That's ball from side, had to win that. Good save, that was a chance. Bodie giving it away. We've been awful actually. We were really poor in that game against Arsenal and we've carried it on a bit today. Tidy it. Oh. Offside, went too early. Got so many options. We won't be frightened to change it. I mean, this is a trusted sort of, you know, maybe like the first 14 if you like. We've got it probably laid down really. Obviously Renato Sanchez doesn't usually play, he's come in today, but that place is up for grabs alongside Stimmage. But the rest of it, Kostic would probably start at left back. BDJ just got the nod over Madibo at the moment, so that one's another one. But Tivy probably ended the season stronger than Henri Coup, so he probably would have been the starting person there. And here is Tivy, and he's got Oceans. And he scored, steadied himself, big whole length of the pitch to run, and the pressure was on, but Tivy's delivered. And that's great news, because he was missing them in season 1. Big breakaway, big chance, first real chance of the game, apart from that Majestic shot. Obviously Lewandowski had one that a roller saved earlier, but pressure on here. You got the whole length of the field to run, and then you got to steady yourself, and then you got to slot it in off the post. Cool, calm, Tivy back in form. Look at that, he actually got it inside his own half. I was thinking, are they going to catch him? And then it's how do you go about it? Do you go for the bender, or do you just slot it along the deck? I have found the slot along the deck with just a little low tap is probably the most successful way of scoring on one-on-ones on this year's. Keeper don't usually come out to lay the chip very often, so you can be all set up ready for the chip and they don't come. Debo's had the better of Royce so far. He's had a good game, good half. His just use of the ball is a bit at times. Oh, that would have been lovely if that had flown in the top bins. What a move, what a touch from Bodie. Little things you don't really see, those little layoffs, those little touches. Oh, Majestic with a chance. In truth, it's probably 2 near the half-time whistle. They very rarely fly in when the game's made its mind up its end of half. Could have shown enough to get that second goal, but they are dangerous on the break. Options off the bench are plenty. Probably going to leave it till 60 before we make them. Want to give Kudas a good half an hour. He's on the total up, so it'd be fair to give him half an hour. Supriya is definitely going to come on, and then the other one's up for grabs. That's a good knock. That's a very good knock. Go Eccleston. Majestic 2-0. And Majestic back scoring again. He likes Dortmund. Scored in the first one. He's got another one today. I think we're just season 3, finishing 3rd last year. Players developing now. We're just going up that level where goals are going to start to come more readily, I think, this season. What a finish. We could get a 3rd in this game. It would really give us a chance to play a totally different side in that last leg, wouldn't it? Surely. Just don't let them score an away goal. Supriya for debut. He'll tuck in. He'll tuck right in over there. Bodie will come off and we will bring on Dimata. And do we take off the Stimage? He's on up. Or more to be Stimage really. For Kudas. We will. We'll take a chance. There's Stimage coming off for Kudas. Don't substitute the great man that often. But 2-0 up, half an hour to go. Probably want him to feature in the next game. Need to give Kudas game time. He's not happy. Good for Majestic. Kudas. So on the overlap. Free kick, don't take it quickly, oh you gypsy. Ah, what a finish, take it quickly if you like, Majestic. What a slot. He is scoring goals that mean something this year. Majestic, was saying it was going to be Eccleston's season to be the one. Bloody hell, Majestic started on fire, and what a strike with the left. Scored that worldly against them in the first game of the season, and this one far away with the wrong foot, struck it so sweet, top bins. And Majestic, 2 for him today, 3 on the season already. He is flying high. post, got lucky there. That would have been an away goal and given them a lifeline. Oh, Sopraya, keep hold of this boy. Thinking this is their chance. Good from Ronaldo. Clear the danger. Sopraya will chase. Oh, poor ball from Kudras. Well done. Finished this bit of pride from Dortmund last 5 here. We've got Ferreira's Magica show, 2 fantastic goals. Second, an absolute peach. Tivy with a really good solo effort from the halfway line. There's a foot race and no one to catch, and then a real composed finish. But Magica will get man of the match for that second goal, an absolute peach train. And we've won this quite comfortably in the end. First half was tight, second half was easy. Still a bit hit and miss with the passing at times. Not totally satisfied with the performance, even though we beat them 3-0. Don't know who we have got if we get through. It's Real Madrid Legends. Why is it always Real Madrid Legends? We had them last year and they knocked us out. And it's going to be 2 legs with Real Madrid Legends again. Would have been nice to have had someone else. And I don't know how they do the seedings, because you'd have thought it might have gone on league position and therefore we wouldn't have had to play this first round. We're not complaining because we want extra game time, but it's going to be a tough one against Real Madrid Legends. Always have belt with games with them, so we're not going to mind too much. But now we've got a chance in the next 2 games, hopefully, to really see the squad. Look at all the games, 4 games in 7 days. The squad is going to be needed and it's going to be stretched to capacity. My team, Zakaria. Zakaria has signed a contract, which is good news, because he was in doubt whether he wanted it or not. But he signed on the dotted line, and he is now with us until 27. Big deal for Zakaria. Happy with that. Let's get this second leg, and hopefully we can use the squad. We can see some different players. Magica's out, Stimage is out, so that's made 2 decisions there straight away. Well, there's one straight in. Sharbnenko, debut for him. Debut for the left back as well. Moilenko over there. Definitely, I know Sonny Lipton's on and up, but Koulibaly, well, he can come in alongside him. Lewin will get a starting goal instead of, although he's instead of a roller. Zobden, no. Who's going to play there? Hadji, Arnold, could be Slagda. We've not seen Slagda. It will be Slagda. Eccleston missing as well, so there's a place up there for someone, and it'll be Tyganchov. We'll get game time. We've not seen him from a start. He will move over onto the right. So 3 Ukrainians playing today from the off. Tivy will get rested over there. Willie Santana. Bodie won't start up top. It will be... We'll give this start to Di Matta. We've got Slobodan on the bench. JM will get on the bench. Arnold will also get on the bench today for Saar. Zakaria will get on the bench. Tivy will have a rest. That'll be Sini Sista. Bizarre to get on the bench as well, really. You know, Tavares will play, definitely get a chance in the sort of going in with, you know, Tavares will have to wait out and get a chance. You know, Tavares will get a chance in the other one. Hadji's still not 100% fit, so it's a couple not fully fit, but going to be interesting to see this guy today, Sharbnenko. and Tyganchov and Malenko all came from Dynamo Kiev. If you're looking for players, all three of them, we signed them from there. Shagler, Austrian, in with the Russian Zobnin, and obviously Willie Santana in, you know him, and might see Sincere off the bench today. There was no one else really we signed. Obviously didn't see a lot of Sapara, but he'd be involved in the game against Lucin that's coming up in the thingy league, Europa League. So let's have a look. A few new faces today. It's always exciting when you get new faces, but always got to work out how they play, best way to play with them. We could be a bit disjointed at times today, I'm sure. Just got to make sure we don't give them an early goal and make it difficult. Obviously, if we get a away goal, then they need to score 5. So if we can get that away goal, that will be crucial. I mean, if we lose this, we need shooting. Highlights to follow them dudes. Hopefully we'll see some good performances from some of the debutants. And like I said, big Ukrainian contingents today. 3 Ukrainians. Well, obviously Tyganchov was here last year, but he didn't really get lots of game time. Koulibaly also with a debut, don't forget today, at the back, an absolute monster of a man. Look at him. We wanted someone to win headers and that for the games. Not so much games like this, but the games. Is Shagler. Good ball, Tyganchov. Koulibaly. Milenkio. Pace to burn. Here's Sharnako. We're going to call him Sharknando. Play from Willie. Oh, ball from Di Matta was poor there. Shagner. Good straight from the left back. He's shielding it off. Gives the corner away, but got big Koulibaly. No one should really be beating him in the air for these. Went over his head, but Koulibaly 2016, 15 I think, and 16 we had Koulibaly for a time. Come in late, along with the likes of Ziak and that, they come in later. Good from Shagler. There it is, lovely setup for Tyganchov, and Di Matta rams it in, and that makes sure of it. That makes sure they need 5 now. Rammed it home. Look at this, lovely play. Wrong foot for him as well. Good ball in from Tyganchov, but Di Matta with a nice finish. Johnny on the spot, buried it. Exactly what we wanted just after half an hour. Not been a vintage Spartan performance by any means, but tried to keep the ball. Hasn't always worked out, but a little bit of magic there. Two red boots back there, Zakaria and Koulibaly. Zobnin. Tyganchov will have a problem shaking. Oh! Di Matta with an absolute gift. Never seen a gift so easy as that in a game. Well, we have. Ronaldo scored that own goal last year, remember, but Di Matta will take it. Every goal in this Legends Superliga or the ProSpartan Plate is gold dust, really. We found that out in the first 2 seasons. So anything that's gifted to you on a plate like that, you will take. And didn't even expect it. It was like, oh, that's gone on. Keeper hit him straight in the goulash, I think, right on the bell ender, and then Lovely slot from Mata. He is composed, he has got really good finishing stats, the Belgium. And he scored a reasonable amount of goals really in the few games he's had. Milenko. 3 left backs we got now, don't forget. And Sar can also play there, so we've got 4 probably. Nuno Tavares, he'll be playing in the Europa League. Kostic will have to sit out a couple. Koulibaly, back stick. Good jump from Di Matta. I've seen the best of Willy Santana today. Willy Santana. Penalty. Ah, you gyps. Could have done better with that. Well, he's not had the greatest of games. He's had a few chances on the ball and hasn't really gone right for him. 2 subs to make then. Di Matta will definitely come off even though he's on a hat-trick, and JM will get some game time. We promised him it. And we will see Sincera for the first time. Henry Henrique will probably play in the... Trying to keep everybody happy is a big problem, but debut for Sincera. Game time for JM69. Di Matta with a brace. Done his job today. JM be desperate to get on the score sheet. Desperate to keep this sheet clean here at the back. Zakaria and Aubameyang up against them, making sure that they're not going to get it. There's Koulibaly again. Giganchov. Oh, unlucky. He's tired. So sharp Ronaldo. They scored. Dortmund's got one. Just tiredness coming in from a few bods on debut. Ran through us there. And they've got one. They're going to need more than one. They need another 6 or so, but. How dangerous that high punt is though. He was in there nearly. Oh, unlucky. Some good games though, good performances. Di Matta with 2. Zobnin just does his unsung work in the middle. You don't really see a lot of him, but he just goes about it. Along with Shagner, they've done okay in there. Giganchov set up 1 goal and did look a threat. Sincera showed a couple glimpses coming on there. Koulibaly, absolute monster at the back. So big positive signs. I don't think we've signed too many lemons actually. I think the squad now is looking pretty good, and I don't think we got. Maybe we could have seen more from Sharknaldo in the middle, but perhaps today wasn't the day for him. But a comprehensive 5-1 aggregate win. We are through. Paris Saint-Germain beat Lazio, they've got Ajax. Who else has gone through? Napoli have beaten Roma, they've got Man United. Manchester have beaten Arsenal, they've got Barcelona. So always good teams left in it, but we will have 2 legs against Real Madrid to wet our whistle in when we come to that. Comprehensive victory for the Spartans. Most comprehensive win we've had, and then next up it's the Europa League and Lucerne. Let's have a look at it. Stimage, giving the old talk. What will be your game plan? Our game plan is we want to win, mate. Simple as. What's on in the team management? Scouting, anything to show? Always looking. Goatsy. Junior's popped up in there. That's the first time we've seen him in there. Pavard would be good. Turney, don't need anyone else. What's Junior looking like? Crazy good. Physicality on him, obviously not. Is he one to farm? And you know, if you can get him for 19 mil, just put in a cheeky one, see what happens. Don't really want to sign those all-stars, but we're using them as farm, get them in and sell them on for profit. It's a good way of getting your salary and everything up. But Lucerne to come. Be looking forward to that one. We can put out a really different side, hopefully. Obviously we want to go through, but I'm pretty sure if we look at their game, if we look at them when we get to it, I'm sure they're going to be a level down from what we've been used to playing. Cheers dudes, stay safe. Everything looking very rosy in the Spartan Garden at the beginning of Season 3, like a right pair of nipples.
Just wanna take